Let me take this to Nirmal Abraham. Nirmal Abraham, this isn't the first time that Trump and his supporters have launched a tirade against immigrants in that country, illegal or not. That doesn't really seem to be of much relevance to them. But the kind of things that have been said at Madison Square Garden, particularly the way Puerto Ricans were mocked, doesn't this actually paint a very scary potential scenario for what may come after the votes have been counted in the United States?
Regardless of what he says, if you look at what has happened in the last 2 months, I think the support for Trump has been growing largely, not just among Republicans, not just among people who are on the fence, also among Democrats. And I wouldn't specifically say the last 2 months, I would take the last 2 years for that. So, for example, the black votes. We always tend to say that he is racist, but when you look at the data, you can see that the support from black voters has actually doubled for Trump in the last 4 years. If he was racist, how could that happen is question number one. 49% of Mexicans support Trump compared to 38% for Kamala. That's also interesting. And hardcore Democrats such as Tulsi Gabbard, who is a war veteran, who was also a Democratic presidential nominee once in 2020, who did a pretty good job in debating Kamala Harris in 2020. She has come out in support of Trump. RFK, Robert Kennedy, who was a nephew of John F. Kennedy, who was probably the best Democratic president of all time, also came out in support of Donald Trump. Joe Rogan, who once said he will never give Trump a platform to speak or support him, and who once vehemently supported voting for Bernie Sanders, finally gave Trump a platform and even gave him a friendly interview. So if what we think is right, why is this happening is my question. Maybe something is going right from his end, or maybe something is going wrong from Kamala's end, because the border, for instance, is a huge issue in states such as Arizona, because Arizona shares a border with Mexico, and that's where this issue could heat up. It's a swing state. But even then, if you look at Arizona, people are willing to support Trump because in the last 4 years, close to 11 million people have come in illegally, which people don't like because they're also enjoying benefits. I think there is a clear difference between legal immigrants and illegal immigrants. People who go from India after the whole process of waiting for 5, 6, or maybe even 10 years, waiting in lines, doing all the documentation, ensuring that there is no criminal record. There is a difference between that category of people and people who can just walk through a wall or walk through a gate and get to the United States and enjoy the benefits that are paid from the taxpayers' money. This is what upsets people. So I think when you look at the results and the surveys, something must be going right for Trump. Otherwise, he wouldn't gain such support.